always.
Today we're looking at this blog called
Oh, yeah,
Embracing Uncertainty,
I know.
the unconventional paradox of reinventing retirement through unconventional ventures.
Quite a title.
It is. But don't worry, we're not going to analyze every single word.
Yeah, no need to get too academic.
More like we're going to see what this person's, getting at.
Yeah, what their story's all about.
Basically, they're nearing retirement,
Yeah.
close to 60.
Yeah,
And
that stage of life where you're thinking about what's next.
instead of the usual golf and cruises.
That's right, not the stereotypical retirement image.
They're going all in on online businesses and stuff.
Digital entrepreneurship.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole new world for retirees these days.
Totally. So we're going to see how that's going for them.
And unpack what we can learn from their experience.
Exactly. Now, they already had this Etsy shop, right?
Yes, they did.
But it wasn't super successful.
Yeah, more of a hobby, it seems.
Then bam, things change.
That's right, there's a turning point.
And it's all thanks to politics.
Well, this is where it gets interesting.
Seriously, it was election season.
Tensions were high. Everyone's on social media.
Yeah, and they noticed this,
The political symbol, right?
yeah, it was trending like crazy.
And this person, they weren't a fan of it?
Nope, not at all. But they saw an opportunity.
Entrepreneurial mind at work.
So they came up with this design.
The heels over MAGA design, you mean?
Yep, that's the one.
I've seen it. Very clever.
It plays on that red Magier hat thing.
Yeah, the iconic symbol.
But instead, it's
A blue pantsuit, high heels.
right. And the hat's being,
Oh, I get it. Being stepped on.
Exactly.
Smart move. Tapping into that existing trend, but with a twist.
And people loved it. They made $1,000 in one weekend.
You read that right. Over $1,000?
Crazy, right? And get this, they had zero.
Wait, really? Zero experience with graphic design.
Zero. They learned everything as they went.
That's impressive. Talk about a steep learning curve.
I know, right? But it shows, if you're motivated, you can figure things out.
Adaptability is key, especially in the online world.
So true. But of course, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, right?
Not exactly. No business is without its challenges.
They talked about this Thursday slump.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part. Sales just tanked.
It was right after that amazing weekend, so they were probably freaking out.
I bet they were. But it turns out Thursdays are usually slow on Etsy.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's all about understanding the platform's rhythms.
When people are more likely to buy.
Exactly. And not panicking when things dip.
Good point. They even stayed up late making new designs.
Trying to chase that initial success.
But later realized sometimes you just gotta ride the wave.
Sometimes patience is the best strategy.
So true. Now, why did they decide to expand beyond Etsy?
Good question.
What made them choose Redbubble and TeePublic specifically?
Well, I think they realized that, putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, relying on just one platform can be risky.
Exactly. They wanted to diversify.
Makes sense. But why those two platforms?
Well, each one attracts a slightly different audience.
Oh, so they were trying to reach more people.
Exactly. Plus, each platform has its own quirks.
So they had to learn how to navigate those too.
And they were still capitalizing on that, the political climate.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But trends change fast.
Exactly. So they had to be smart about it.
They needed more than just that one design.
Exactly.
Wow, it's amazing how much they were juggling.
A full-time job, multiple online shops, learning new skills.
And they mentioned their wife, Nia, was super supportive.
Oh, yeah. Neo was amazing, like a rock.
Preparing meals late at night, keeping things running smoothly.
It sounds like a true partnership, a real team effort.
It's awesome to see that kind of support. And you know what else was interesting?
What's that?
They talked about their management experience.
Oh, right from their day job.
And how it actually helped them with the side hustles.
Now that's something I want to hear more about.
Me too. But I think we're going to have to save that for
the next part.
You got it.
Oh.
Stay tuned, everyone. So their management experience, tell me more about that.
Okay, imagine this. Full-time job, swing shift, and then running these online businesses on top of it all.
That's intense.
Right. But they managed it.
And they made it work. It's pretty incredible.
I think it all comes down to, their background.
Their management skills.
Yeah, they spent over a decade in management, training employees, shaping company culture, all that stuff.
So their skills, they actually transferred over to the side hustles.
Exactly. It's not just about, knowing how to design a T-shirt.
You need the business sense, too.
It's about organization, time management, strategic planning, all those things managers do.
You need the business sense, too.
It's about organization, time management, strategic planning, all those things managers do.
Makes you think, What skills do WE have that we could be using?
Right. Everyone has some kind of expertise they can leverage.
Totally. Now, remember how they talked about that $1,000 weekend?
Oh, yeah, that was a highlight for sure.
Yeah. They called it a milestone, like proof that they were on the right track.
More than just the money.
Yeah.
It was the validation.
Yeah, like, hey, I can actually do this.
A confidence boost, for sure. It's a reminder that even with all the uncertainty, taking risks can pay off.
And it's not just about getting rich, it's about that feeling of accomplishment.
Creating something from nothing. Seeing your efforts turn into, real results.
And having that control, especially when you're thinking about retirement.
Right. It's not just about waiting for retirement to happen. It's about, actively shaping it.
Making your own future instead of just letting it happen to you.
And doing something you actually enjoy. That's the key.
This wasn't just about the money for them.
No, they were clearly passionate about the creative side, too.
They even said they loved, like, coming up with marketing strategies and all that.
Engaging with customers online, figuring out the algorithms. It was like a puzzle for them.
It was more than just work, it was fun.
And that's what makes it sustainable, right?
Totally. This whole deep dive, it's really changing how I think about retirement.
Me too. It doesn't have to be about slowing down.
It can be about exploring new things, discovering talents you didn't even know you had.
And age is just a number. This person proved that.
Nearing retirement, but still diving into new tech, new platforms.
Learning, growing, and thriving, it's inspiring.
It really is. Now, they had some pretty specific retirement goals, right?
Oh, yeah. They wanted to travel, spend time with their grandkids, learn a new language.
But they also mentioned mentoring young men.
That's right. They wanted to give back, share their experience.
It's like they achieved this success, and now they want to help others do the same.
It shows you, what kind of person they are.
Totally. So, out of everything we've learned from this deep dive...
What are the key takeaways, right?
Exactly. What do you think stands out the most?
I think it's the combination of passion and practicality.
They had this creative vision, but they also approached it strategically.
Leveraging their skills, diversifying their platforms, constantly analyzing the market.
It's like they use both sides of their brain.
The creative AD, the analytical.
And they were prepared for the ups and downs, the Thursday slumps.
They didn't let setbacks derail them. They just kept going.
Which is so important because entrepreneurship is a roller coaster.
And having that support system, like Neria, that's crucial too.
Someone to lean on, someone to celebrate with.
Makes all the difference.
Wow, this deep dive has been so insightful, so many lessons to learn.
It's really challenged how we think about retirement.
And it's given us a lot to think about.
How can we apply these lessons to our own WN lives?
Whether we're close to retirement or just starting out.
How can we find that balance of passion and profit? It's about finding those things you're truly passionate about and then figuring out, how to make them work for you financially.
Yeah, turning your passions into, a viable source of income.
Exactly. And this person, they really showed us it's possible, even later in life.
Like they reinvented themselves.
Totally. They didn't just retire and, sit around.
They built something new, something they were excited about.
And it wasn't just luck. They were smart about it,
They used their skills. They adapted to the market.
They didn't let fear hold them back.
And that's so important because starting anything new, it's scary.
It is. There's always that uncertainty.
But this deep dive, it's like a reminder that it's okay to take those risks.
And to ask for help along the way. Remember Nia?
Oh, yeah. Their support system was crucial.
Having someone to believe in you, to help you through the tough times.
Makes a huge difference.
Like having a cheerleader in your corner.
Totally. This whole deep dive, it's been so inspiring.
I know. It's got me thinking about my own, passions and goals.
Me too. And I hope it's done the same for our listeners.
What are you passionate about?
Sure.
What skills do you have?
What could you create?
It's all about taking that first step, that leap of faith.
Even if it's a little scary, even if you're not sure where it'll lead.
Because you never know. You might just surprise yourself.
Absolutely. And hey, maybe you'll even find your own heels over MAGA moment.
That's right. That thing that just clicks, that resonates with people.
And who knows, it could lead to something amazing.
So keep exploring, keep creating, and don't be afraid to embrace the uncertainty.
That's the perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
And remember, your next adventure is just around the corner.
Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.